Hello everybody, this is Lauren of Plan Mosh Plan. Welcome back to another plan with me. This week I am doing something a little bit different. I've done this before, but I don't do it often. I've combined two spreads into one video. So the first one that we're looking at right now is from Peach Palm. It's a fall kit and I don't know what the name of it is. Let me see if I can see if it's on there. No, I don't know. Anyways, it's a fall kit. And it's really pretty and kind of pinky with rose gold foil. And then after this spread is completed, I'm going to be doing a paper blush bar fall kit also. It's also kind of pinky with rose gold foil, although very different in my mind. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I haven't had a whole lot of time to edit and do all this stuff with the, all the editing and uploading and whatever for the videos that I filmed, but I have filmed a couple of videos and these are still videos from the fall. So I figured for people who like to kind of watch these kinds of videos and you don't really care what the season is, you just are looking for a good plan with me, you'll probably enjoy it. And then I figured for people who aren't here just to see any plan with me, for people who are really looking for more like seasonal inspiration and stuff that's more up to date, it's a lot easier to skip over one combined video instead of getting your feed clogged with a few videos that are out of season. So I'm gonna do this. I might do the same thing for Christmas. I have 2 Christmas spreads filmed so far. Let me know what you think, if you'd be interested in, if you like that. I've also sped this up a little bit faster than I normally do. Normally I do twice the speed and I edit out a lot of stuff, but I think this time I did 3 or 4 times the speed. So anyways, let me know if you have any feedback about that. I can do the same thing with my Christmas videos before I start moving into January for my winter kind of spreads. Since we're now past Christmas, I hope you had a happy holidays, a happy Christmas, Merry Christmas if you celebrate that. I definitely did. Very different this year than past years, but I'm sure I'll talk about that in whatever video I upload for my Christmas stuff. But yeah, so I'd love your feedback is basically what I'm saying, for if you like the kind of combined videos or if I should just upload the Christmas ones all together. So, okay, before I jump into talking about this week, I had pulled up some questions to kind of talk through. The other reason why I combined these 2 videos is because November was a really boring month for me, to be totally honest. I'm still kind of boring, there was a lot of stuff that was supposed to happen, but because of the pandemic and whatever, keeping everyone safe, didn't happen this month, and work has really ramped up and it isn't slowing down anytime soon. So I don't have a ton of interesting plans to talk about, and I do, sometimes I'm like, oh, my plan with these aren't interesting if I don't have anything interesting to talk about. So that's all fine and good, but I did grab some questions. Again, I'm still answering some questions from when I asked for them in June or July, because whenever I do this, I can only answer maybe one. So, let me actually talk a little bit about this week, and then I'm sure I'll get into the questions. So this week was the week of the election, and it was very strange. I don't know how, if you live in the US or even if you don't, for me this week, I'm not going to talk about politics or anything, so don't worry if you don't want to hear that, but I think something that was probably universal regardless of where you sit on the political spectrum is that it felt all-consuming, the week of the election, just because this has been so different than previous elections with all the mail-in because of the situation. I've always been a mail-in voter, but not everyone has been, and a lot more people were. So this entire week, I felt like all I did was just watch the news. I watched more news this week than I probably have in the past 10 years of maybe my entire life. I just felt like all I did, because I'm a millennial, I get my news from YouTube and smaller kind of outlets, not big news on outlets on the TV, media outlets. But this week, that's all I did. I just watched the polls 24/7. My sisters and my cousins, we had a group chat going literally 24/7, just watching results come in, watching counties change colors. That was it. So not a whole lot, I think, to mark here. Not a whole lot of interesting stuff happened this week, just a lot of I don't know, a lot of just sitting on the on the couch and watching the polls. So let's see. I used some Crafts by Towie stickers this week because I felt like they went well. Just the style of them went well with Peach Palm. They're kind of like a little bit more elevated, not too doodly style. So I used a lot of those. You'll see me pulling in. I love that Peach Palm offered deco, so I was able to pull in a lot of that. And she also offered like these icons that I think were separate than the kit, but the colors and the style really matched this kit of hers in particular, so I bought a lot of those. Oh, you saw what I just pulled up right there, marking election day. I had originally tried to layer some scallops from Pandaber Design, I think, and another one from, I don't know, another shop. I can't remember off the top of my head. A la Rachel of Gathered Plans. I had a lot of scallops and I felt like I wanted to try it, but she makes it look beautiful and lovely, and I love how it looks in her planner, but it was not working for me in mine, so I ended up pulling it up and putting in a Giving Girl box to mark that instead, and that felt like more just... I probably layered it wrong. It felt more like what I wanted to see up there. So that's what you just saw me pull up. What are some other things I want to talk about? Oh, I had got these Harriet Wright Designs dividers that I'm putting at the bottom of all the columns that I didn't have like a end for, meaning like there wasn't like a box that like cut off the bottom, and then I also put them at the bottom of every full box, and then I put the bow divider at the top of every full box in between the header and the full box, and I really liked that. I felt like it kind of added, like the style of the bow I felt really went with this kit, and I felt like it just kind of added something kind of interesting and more foiled to it, and the like straight geometric line, I felt like it worked with this kit, so all good. I'm just trying to point out some things that might be interesting since I'm moving kind of too fast to talk about the individual things that I did every day, and they weren't that interesting either. What else can I call out here? I don't know, a lot of White Dare stationery stickers as always. If you do have any questions about any of the stickers that I'm using, of course, please feel free to ask down below. What did I mark the first? I don't know. I really didn't mark much the first half of the week. Doctor's appointment, meetings, dropping off my ballot. I've always mailed in my ballot. This year I dropped off my ballot. Like I still had a mail-in ballot, but I dropped it off just because I was nervous about wanting to make sure my ballot was counted this year. So I was gonna do that the week prior, but I had my ballot mailed to my parents' house, and I didn't time it well. I forgot they were out of town, so that didn't work out. But so I had wanted to get it in earlier, but oh well. Okay, on to Friday. I think by Friday, things were kind of seeming a little bit more solidified than they were earlier in the week. So Friday was the first day that I really our TV changed to something that wasn't the polls. We got Burmese takeout this night, which was very interesting. I've had this Burmese tea leaf salad cookbook for probably a year now that I've always been really interested in, and Steven always talks about how much he loves Burmese food, but I've never had it, and we finally went and got it, and the tea salad was literally so good, and I think about it all the time. I need to order that again. And then we also watched Transformers, which we were laughing, the original one. It was just on TV, and we ended up watching it. And I think we were laughing. And I think Steven and I saw that in theaters together when we were a kid. And that movie is almost as old as our relationship, which is very funny. Which on the day I'm filming this is 14 years. We started dating 14 years ago, officially. We kind of started dating before that, but whatever. Okay. So, and then on Saturday when I woke up, it was pretty much everyone was enough states had I think certified their results, or I don't really remember, but I just remember thinking, okay, Saturday was the day that it was okay, Biden is pretty much going to win this, and you can turn off your TV and you don't have to sit here and watch every 5 seconds to figure out who the president's going to be. There felt like there was, even though I understand it wasn't final at that point, for me, it felt like there was some finality at that point. So that's the day that I kind of just turned off the TV. I went and got coffee that day, and then we went over to my in-laws to do beer making. Steven has been making beer with his dad, which has been really fun for them. So went over, kind of hung out with my mother-in-law for a while they were doing all that, setting all that up. And then Sephora was having a sale, so I went over to the Sephora that's over there, which is a little different than the one that's close to me, and shopped there. I had a really good time doing that. And then we had dinner over at my in-laws' house that night too. And then Sunday was really lazy. Not a whole lot to mark on Sunday, just lazy. Playing with me. I had filmed some videos this week. I think I posted one today, and laundry, Instacart, more filming, whatever. So that is most of the week. Again, I know I skipped over a lot of it because it was going fast. So if you do have any questions about the stickers, let me know. Oh yeah, I'm also putting the stickers in the sticker book for someone to win eventually. When I fill it up, I'll give it away. Okay, so I'm going to go into those questions I was talking about at the beginning from June. Hold on, pull them up. Okay, a question from Disney X Jess is, shops having PR teams based on followers and not love for the shop? I think she's asking my thoughts on that. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of a shop that does that, or a planner that I know who does that for a shop. So I'm kind of like, oh, maybe not so relevant. But then at the same time, I also know that I do have shops. I've had shops reach out to me that I don't know the shop, and I think they have asked for PR. So I know that it definitely happens, but yeah, I think for the most part it's not super prevalent. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know if you can think of something that I missed. I mean, obviously don't name anybody's names or anything, but genuinely I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. I definitely have a lot of thoughts about PR, and I do it for certain shops, and I have thoughts about the difference in the obligation of when, if I were to apply for a shop's PR team versus when a shop asks me to PR for them versus when a shop just gives me a coupon code for my followers, or every shop that I have a coupon code for, it does it a different way. I think every shop is different. So I'm always think it's something relatively interesting to talk about, but I also want to be able to maintain shops' privacy a little bit too. So I don't want to I want to be sensitive to both sides, but if it's something you're interested in hearing about, let me know and I can try and figure out a tactful way to talk about it while still, being respectful of everybody's privacy. Okay, really quickly, obviously you saw that I finished up the peach plum spread, and now I'm moving into this paper blush bar spread. Speaking of PR, I do PR for paper blush bar. You can use the code Lauren10. But this is one of her newer kits that she released this year. I love it. I think it's so pretty. I think I received this in PR, or I can't remember if I ordered it or I received it in PR, but it is so pretty. And when I got the kit, I wasn't sure if I was going to use it in fall or winter, because it has pumpkins and mountains, so it feels like it could fit both ways for me. I felt like this week I was like, okay, this is perfect for the first week of December, because generally I don't like to use Christmas kits yet when it's still November, but I do I like to use fall kits, but I felt like this kit being a little bit wintry, it was going to be perfect. So she's actually changed her kit format a little bit since I got this kit. So there is a new kit format, and I'm really excited to get it because it has more foiled kind of individual pieces, stuff that I'm interested in. So can't wait to get that. But I did really like planning with this kit. The only thing that was difficult for me was that she doesn't include deco in her kits. So that's tricky for me because I'm a big deco person. However, I was able to cut stuff out and use a lot of, I'm flipping to the spread of my planner, use a lot of foiled kind of stuff to make it work. I think it worked out. I did skip ahead about a month in my planner. I started filming 1 week. I didn't like it, so I scrapped it. I just didn't even want to waste stickers on it anymore because I just wasn't interested in the spread I was laying down. That happens sometimes. The colors were just off. And then I already filmed my Thanksgiving one, and I think there's one spread that I haven't filmed yet. So anyways, okay. I think that's everything I want to say about the kit. Let me... I'm sorry, I'm looking at my spread here to see if there's anything interesting that I want to call out, or if I should just keep answering some questions. I'm going to answer some more questions. I don't know how to say this. Luli K. Mraz says, your videos are always so low in volume. Are you able to adjust that? That's a good question. She would have asked this question back before I moved into my new apartment, because this was over the summer that I asked for these questions, but I have felt like my video or my audio quality has gone way down, and I actually this morning just ordered a new mic and new like sound equipment for my Playing with Me's, because it is bothering. It has been like it's just been really bothering me, like how the audio quality of my video sounds, and that ends up discouraging me, blah, blah, blah. So, I tend to be like, okay, if there's a root problem that's like making me not want to do something I love, then I gotta like throw some money at it and fix it kind of person, because that's just the way my brain works. So I just bought all new stuff today. Hopefully it'll come in the mail soon, and hopefully the videos you're watching after this one will have much better audio quality. So let me know what you think about that once they're up. Okay, let's see. I kind of sped through Monday, not a whole lot. I got up early to finish editing a video because I had my collab Playing with Me with Rachel and Tay go live this day for Thanksgiving, we did a Friendsgiving planner collab, and then I just marked editing, voiceover, uploading, all that kind of stuff. Steve and I went to Whole Foods. That was kind of it. Let me know again if you have any questions about any of the stickers I used. Not too much. I think a lot of the stuff I use often. So I also marked Hello December. I love that. I actually cut out the floral deco that I used from some stickers in the kit. It wasn't like a standalone piece. I cut that out to mark that. And then at my meetings, I picked up coffee. I worked late that evening, and then I just marked that I made a fall salad that day. So again, nothing too interesting. Okay, this day I got up early because I knew that I was going to be gone from work for a little bit to get a COVID test. I went and got tested this day. I didn't think I had it, but I did have like a sore throat, and my mom wasn't feeling great either, and I just had been kind of like had a headache for a while. So I was like, I might as well just go get tested just to figure out like if I need to quarantine, or if we've been quarantining, but just, we still like, go see my parents. I still go to the grocery store. So just wanted to make sure that we didn't need to be more cautious with that kind of stuff. And I was fine. I didn't. But yeah, we also, what else did I mark here? 5 meetings that day. That's a lot. We also watched Nights on Earth on, I think, Netflix. I'm a big fan of like Planet Earth kind of like TV shows. That I don't watch a lot of TV, but I say that all the time, but I will totally watch something kind of Planet Earth-y. And Nights on Earth is so cool. It's like Planet Earth, but like at nighttime. So it shows you like what animals are doing in the jungle at nighttime. And I love that. So I marked watching that. I think we just watched the one episode. What else did I do? Not a whole lot on Thursday. I did mark that my company let us know on Thursday that we would have still be able to voluntarily work from home through until April if we wanted to, which was a relief to just kind of know that I wasn't, because originally they were saying, oh, maybe we would come back to the office like 1 or 2 days a week in January, and that was making me really nervous. So I did mark that in my planner. Friday, I got my negative test. Oh gosh, this week and into the next week, I couldn't get into my email at work, and I was spending hours a day on the phone with help desk. Literally this evening, Friday night, I was on the phone with our help desk until 7:30 at night. It was so annoying on Friday night, like the last thing I want to be doing. And I still it took another week to get me into my email. It was so awful. And then Steven and I just watched Gots, and we got Gots, which is a burger place, and we watched The Proposal, which is a movie we've seen a million times, but it was on TV, and that was fun. Okay, on Saturday, woke up in the morning. Steven and I were just chilling on the couch in my pajamas. Steven told me that he was getting that he had asked the maintenance people to come by to fix a light bulb or a couple things that had gone wrong, and I'm like, okay. And so he tells me that the maintenance guy's here, and he's like, oh, I have to go down and let him into our building. I'm like, that's weird. Why doesn't the maintenance guy for our building have a key to the building? But I'm like, whatever. So I'm just sitting there on the couch in my pajamas, like hair mess, and in walks Steven a few minutes later, and 2 guys who are like carrying all of these Peloton branded boxes, and I'm like, what is going on? Anyway, my audio cut me off, but that was Steven surprising me with the Peloton, which was really fun. I've wanted one for a long time, so super fun early Christmas present. But that is everything that I have for today. I really hope you enjoyed both of the spreads, both from Peach Plum and Paper Blush Bar. Definitely feel free to leave me feedback if you like the double Plan With Me's. I'd love to hear it. But other than that, I hope you are staying really safe and well. And I think that's all for me. Thanks, everybody. Bye.